Good day, class. I am your teacher Ruby and your teacher for today. How are you, class? I hope everyone is staying safe and doing well at your respective homes since we are in pandemic due to COVID-19. Before we proceed to our lesson proper, let us have first a short prayer and sing along with our mathematics song. Ready, class? Okay, let's start. Alright, did you enjoy the song? What did you feel after singing along with the song? Very good. Now, I have a question for all of you. Do you love eating a chocolate? So I have here a bar of chocolate and I am going to divide it into an equal part. I am going to give 1/4 of chocolate to Naomi and another 1/4 to Tristan. How much chocolate did I have given to Naomi and Tristan in all? And how much was left? Okay, 2/4 given and 2/4 was left. Very good. So I have divided the chocolate into 4 equal parts. And I have given 1/4 to Naomi and another 1/4 to Tristan. So 1/4 plus 1/4 is equals to 2/4 or 1/2. And the chocolate that was left for me was also 2/4 or 1/2. So if we're going to add a whole parts of the chocolates, how much do we get? One. Now class, do you have any idea what was our lesson for today? Exactly. Our lesson for today is all about adding and subtracting of fractions. So we will be discussing how to add and subtract fractions. So I want you to meet the following objective, which are at the end of a 45-minute period, the grade 4 pupils will be able to add and subtract fractions with the same denominators, add and subtract fractions with the similar denominators, and add the subtract mixed number with similar and dissimilar denominators with 75% proficiency level. Can I expect this from all of you, class? Very good. So, we have a different rules of adding and subtracting of fractions. Take note, kids, that I am going to give a quiz after this, so better bear with me, class. Listen carefully because I am going to present and discuss each rule one after the other. To add fractions with similar denominators, we simply add the numerators and write the sum over the same denominators. So, I have an example here. Dulce ate 2/5 of the cake in the morning and 1/5 in the afternoon. How much cake was eaten by her? So, what is asked in the problem? Very good. The amount of cake eaten by Dulce. What are given? The given is 2/5 cake in the morning and 1/5 in the afternoon. So, we are going to add the fraction to answer what is asked in the problem. I state the rule. We simply add the numerators and write fractions. So, we simply add 2 plus 1 equals 3, and then write it over the same denominators, which is 5. So, we get 3/5. Did you get it? Okay, very good. Let us proceed. To subtract fractions with the similar denominators, we simply subtract the numerator and write the different over the same denominator. I have an example here. A water tank was 1/8 full by. Water after the day of us was 3/8 full. How much water was used during the day? What is asked? What are given in the problem? So to find the amount of water that was used during the day, we are going to subtract 3/8 from 7/8. So simply subtract the numerators. 7 minus 3 equals 4, and write it over the same denominator, which is 8, and then we get 5/8 or 5/8. To add fractions with dissimilar denominators, rename the dissimilar fractions into similar fractions by finding the LCD, and then proceed in adding fractions with the same denominator. Example: Mother used 3/5 liter of cooking oil last month and 1/3 liter this month. How much did she use in 2 months? What is asked? What are given in the problem? How do we add 3/5 and 2/3? Examine the denominators. Do we get the same or what? So first, we need to find the LCD. What is the LCD of 5 and 3? And we're going to use 15 to rename these dissimilar fractions into similar fractions. And then we get 9/15 and 10/15, 9/15 or 14/15. To subtract fractions with dissimilar denominators, rename the dissimilar denominators. The dissimilar then proceed as in subtracting fractions with the same denominator. subtract fractions with dissimilar fractions by finding the LCD and then proceed as in subtracting fractions with the same denominator. For example, Aling Janisha, a stuffed toy maker, used 5/9 bag of stuff for a dog and 4/6 bag of stuff for more stuff that was for a dog than cat. What is asked? What are given in the problem? Like adding of fractions with similar denominators, we need to find the LCD to rename these fractions, allowing us to proceed in subtraction. So what is the LCD of 6 and 9? So the fraction involved now, 12/18 plus 10/18, and to answer what is asked in the problem, we are going to subtract 10/18 from 12/18 and we get 2/18 or 1/9. To add the next number with similar denominators, we add the whole numbers, then the numerators, and retain the denominators. For example, John and Bob help in the operation Linis. On Saturday and Sunday, John mowed half of the lawn and Bob mowed 4 1/3 of it. What part of the lawn did the two boys mow together? What is asked? And what are the given in the problem? So 3 1/3 are example of mixed numbers with similar denominators, which we can just add directly without the need of finding the LCD. We can automatically add the whole. 3 plus 4 equals 7, and then the numerators 1 plus 1 equals 2, and write it over the same denominator. 3, the part of the lawn the two boys mow together, is 2/3.
The similar denominators, we subtract the whole numbers, then the numerator, and retain the denominators. Example: a vendor sold 3 16/7 kilograms of mangoes on Monday and 26 5/7 kilogram on Tuesday. How much kilograms of mangoes?
Sunday, and did she sell on Monday than on she asked? And what are given in the problem? So in the rule, we are going to subtract first the whole numbers. 31 minus 26 equals 5, and then the numerator 6 minus 5 equals 1, and write it over the same denominators. 7. We can find the answer, which is 5 and 1/7. Very good. To add mixed numbers with the similar denominators, we simply dissimilar fractions and add the whole numbers and then the numerators and copy the denominator. For example, Binir and Ivan opened a vegetable stand in a supermarket. On opening day, the sold is 4 and 5/8 bushels of corn and sold 3 and 9/6 bushels in the following day. How much corn was sold in 2 days? What is asked and what are given in the problem? Now, we are going to change the dissimilar fractions into similar fractions. We will find the we will find the LCD. So what is LCD of 8 and 6? Through obtaining the LCD of similar fractions, we can derive its similar fractions and then perform the indicated operation. 4 and 5/8 and 3 and 4/6 equals 4. 30/8 and 3, 24/8 when added. 4 plus 3 equals 7. It is a whole number, and 5 and 4/8 are similar fractions. We get 7, 54, and 8. Very good. To subtract mixed numbers with dissimilar denominators, change dissimilar fractions to similar fractions. Subtract the whole numbers, then the numerator, and copy the denominator. For example, Mang Tony is a candle maker. He had 45 and 3/4 discs of wax. He used 4 and 2/5 of them. How much does he have left? What is asked and what are given in the problem? What is LCD of 4 and 5? Through the use of LCD, we can now derive similar fractions where we can apply operation directly. In this case, the fraction that we derived are 5 and 15/20 and 4 and 8/20. Very good. Subtract the whole number. 5 minus 4 equals 1, and then the numerator, 15 minus 8 equals 7, and write it over the same denominator, 20, and the answer is 1 and 7/20. Alright, class, you were able to identify and add, subtract fractions with similar and dissimilar denominators. Very good. Now, what has this lesson taught? Very good. So it has taught us that small parts are necessary to make up a whole. Very. And for your assignment. And that is it for today's lesson. Thank you so much for attending our classes and have a great day ahead. Bye-bye, kids. See you soon.